This is the Combustex Pilot Pro 800. It uses no electricity. It's pretty easy to retrofit into a separator. You just use the existing igniter port on the fire tube. You basically hook it up in line before the T12 like it is here. This is a small demonstration of how you could hook it up. So you have your supply coming into it. Your output will come out of the 800, go to your T12. Your T12 goes to your burner control valve. There is a built-in pilot regulator in the 800 already. The adjusting screw is right down here. There's a pilot gauge to let you know what to set the pilot at. There's your output gauge, which tells you the output to your T12, and your supply gauge telling you what your supply is set at. It has a thermocouple in it with a bypass and a piezo igniter. Very simple, very easy to ignite. You basically hold in the thermocouple bypass and you light the pilot. After the thermocouple is heated up, you can release the bypass and the pilot will stay lit. The output now comes up, the burner control valve is open. What this does is if the pilot ever goes out during the day, during the night, for any reason, once that thermocouple cools down, it shuts the output pressure to the T12 off, which will shut the burner control valve off. This keeps raw gas from going out the fire tube, keeps your emissions to a very minimum. The environmental department likes that. Safety-wise, it keeps your people out of harm's way, no longer having a rod on a stick to light a fire. It's all lit through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten up the pilot regulator here and basically bleed off the pressure to the pilot. It'll still have output pressure, but the pilot will go out. When the pilot goes out, it's going to start dropping this output pressure as soon as the thermocouple cools off. There, the pilot's off. And now the output pressure is going to start dropping. We usually set the supply pressure to about 20 or 25 pounds, which supplies the T12 to the burner control valve to open the seat here and work the diaphragm. This is just a basic Fisher 119 burner control valve, and of course a Kimray T12. The 800 has its own air cell. Here you can see where the output is dropping off now. The output on the T12 dropped off, and the seat on the burner control valve just shut. So now you no longer have raw fuel going to the atmosphere. The 800, as I was saying, has its own air cell here. You can see the two supply and the output line, along with the pilot adjusting needle here for the regulator on the pilot. You can get these in various lengths. This right here is an 8-inch length. You can get them in 6-inch, you can get them in 10-inch, 12-inch, and so on. But that's the basic Combustex Pilot Pro 800.